What's up, y'all, and welcome back.
Go for ratchet in this bitch. Oh no, no cabin in this bitch. Go white be rabbit in this bitch. My gun go rabbit in this bitch. I've been up 6 weeks shooting like no whiskey. Feel like I'm maverick in this bitch. 40 don't tip me. Show me that you can't keep far from average in this.
The Expanse Season 2 Episode 9. As you guys can see, I still got the same gear on and everything. So this is basically a continuation, a follow-up from Episode 8. I'm doing the reaction on the same day. So yeah, you guys are going to see a reaction for... Well, you guys might have seen the reaction already for Episode 8. And today, it's Episode 9. Today being... Well, these two episodes I'm dropping on the same day. The other reaction I'm going to be dropping on a Friday or a Thursday. I'm thinking Friday because I'll have more time on Friday. So you guys will see that the third episode dropping on Friday. So that's episode 10. We are in episode 9, however. If you guys want a little recap of episode 8, I suggest you guys just check out my reaction to season 2 of episode 8. A lot went down. We found a botanist on Ganymede, basically, who survived the Ganymede attack, basically, because I remember the Martians were there and something was attacking the UN, I think, the UN soldiers on the other side, which was like some alien blue proto-molecule looking thing. I'm not even sure what that thing was, but it's definitely connected to proto-molecule now. And I feel like this Dr. Strickland that they mentioned in episode 8 is the key to telling us what that thing was, because that thing took out Gunny and her crew, basically Travis, Saeed. I can never remember the other chick's name that was with them. They're all dead. Gunny's the only one that survived. Gunny's on her way to Earth. The Martian sent her to Earth to go explain what happened there. I'm still curious to seeing as to how that'll pan out, because they didn't show that in the previous episode. And the previous episode was all about Fred Johnson again and his missiles. The OPA tried to take control of that, even though I don't think Dawes initially that was his plan. I don't think Dawes planned for those guys who attacked Fred. Because if Dawes wanted control of the missiles, he would have made a move towards the missiles. So those guys kind of did their own little thing, and I don't think that was part of Dawes' plan. However, Dawes took Quarterzar, which was obviously Fred Johnson's little secret weapon, or so he says. Anderson Dawes, he took him to Ceres Station. I hope it's Ceres that they're going to, and not some other place, because I want to know what happened on what's going on in Ceres right now, because there's still so many untold stories on Ceres. Like Havelock, we know Havelock took a hole to the chest like season 1 quite a long time ago now. I'm sure he's healed up. He was trying to know how to communicate with the Belters. He's learning this little sign language from this chick that he met there, and that was like in season 1. I want to know what happened to my boy Havelock, because I liked him. Like, he was a rookie still at the time, and we got Tavi. Tavi said a goodbyes obviously to Miller at the time. What's her name? Octavia? Am I saying it wrong? Is it Octavia? Tavi? I feel like her name was Octavia, but he called her Tavi. Because we got Octavia in the 100 as well. But yeah, there was so many untold stories in series as well. But I want to know what happened to those guys if we ever do end up there. Diogo's been captured by Fred Johnson. Hopefully he doesn't execute the guy, because I really like the kid. He really stood strong for my boy Miller. Like, he made sure people remembered Miller for who he was when he sacrificed himself the way he did. But yeah, we're back here with The Expanse Season 2 Episode 9. And with that being said, let's get into this.
Mars rains hell on Ganymede, and now they're treating us as if we were the criminals.
Settle down, please.
Stop telling me to calm down. This is harassment.
It's a routine stop, nothing more.
Then why are they jamming our calls?
We're gonna have to search the rest of the ship.
That's everything. You satisfied?
There's no one else on board. I assure you.
We're gonna have to impound your ship.
That's outrageous.
Calm down.
No! Enough is enough!
No!
We haven't done anything
please!
wrong! Get the hell out of my
Melissa!
ship!
No!
Ah!
Melissa.
I was
you all right?
holding.
Melissa. Wait. I know you. I've seen your face all over Sirius Station.
Mm-hmm.
You're James Holden.
Well, cover's blown.
Well, this is off to a good start.
Do not look up. The UN likes to fly a lot of drones around our compound, so maintain your dignity, stay strong. Not here to give the Blues anything to laugh about.
If Travis was here, he would have given Gunny the run of the mill, but unfortunately he's not.
They haven't seen anything they didn't expect. I've been getting personal updates from Colonel Janice.
I wouldn't mind being in that loop.
Well, I think you have more than enough on your plate already. The fleet's headed to Ganymede, spoiling for a rematch. The Martian delegation is here willing to talk. I think one of us needs a clear head for peace to really get a chance.
Of course.
All I can tell you is that he covers his tracks very well. And if that ship does find something on Venus, Aaron Wright is not gonna tell you shit.
That's why I have an inside man.
Another inside man. She's got like 2 inside men right now. You got that guy, and then the other guy was going to Venus.
The alarm goes off. It's stupid. Just some. Just because you can figure something out doesn't make it magic. What do you think Arrow's left behind on Venus? Little gray humanoids with big black eyes who've come to turn us into food? I'm astonished that Australia didn't kick you out of her office.
Well, you know, just between the two of us, she's kind of got a thing for me, right?
Earth and Mars are mobilizing for war as we speak. They have better weapons than we do, and Arrows was one of them.
People there are suffering, you know. These supplies can save lives.
And they'll get where they're needed. I promise.
I don't believe you. Well, voila.
Oh.
What we're doing is for the good of the belt and everyone else, whether you believe it or not.
See, that word sat nice with Miller, but it doesn't sit so well with Naomi.
She got me out of the station when the mirrors fell. She was on her way back to Mars to be with you, but
they did her
she was
dirty.
badly injured in transit. And she died. She was a good person.
Don't lie. Come on.
I promise I'll never forget her and then what she did for me.
It's a good thing that message didn't go through, because that was a half-truth message. Okay, this is awkward.
Secretary General would like to formally extend his greetings.
Prime Minister does the same.
Perhaps we should begin with a moment of silence for the lives lost on Ganymede.
Of course. It's important to remember the terrible cost of the battle.
So the issue at hand is de-escalation. Let's get right to it. We have a lot on our agenda.
That moment of silence was so quick.
They have no more idea what's going on than we do. Or they were prepared in advance to collect data on the field test of their new weapon. You can't dismiss the possibility.
Well, even if that were true, there's no way they're going to open fire on us when they're in the middle of peace talks.
What exactly are you basing that on? The restraint they showed when they destroyed 7 of our ships over Ganymede? We lost over 500 soldiers protecting a farm. Yeah. This is the UNS Arbogast. We are an unarmed research vessel on a scientific mission, as is our right under the Venus Accords. Any interference with our operations may be considered an act of war. Arbogast out.
We're going to do everything we can to find your daughter. What was Strickland treating her for?
She has a genetic disorder, Myers-Skeleton premature immunosensinosis. They're not quite sure what causes it. May developed a very serious spinal infection when she was 4 months old. She would have died if we'd been anywhere else, but Ganymede has a natural magnetosphere. That's why everybody goes there to gestate. Structure networks smashed. How are we supposed to find anyone there?
Well, the first step is getting there. We'll leave the Somnambulist once we dock, and then we'll intermingle with the locals.
And then?
And then we'll assess the situation and take it from there.
Your plan's always this vague?
This is about average.
You all must be very lucky.
We've certainly had our fair share.
Hey.
If we leave the Somnambulist after we land, how are we supposed to get back?
Plan A is hitching a ride to an outgoing relief ship. Plan B.
That'd be me.
This is Marine Gunnery Sergeant Roberta Draper. She will be giving you her account of the battle. And in the interests of transparency, you're welcome to examine her power armor as well.
The UN Marines appeared to be charging our position.
So you're saying that we opened fire on you?
No, sir. We were out of contact with our ship and unable to confirm, and at the time, our comms were jammed on the field. We mistook a training exercise as an active engagement and opened fire without orders.
According to our investigation, it was Private Richard Travis that fired the first shot.
He was born on Earth. His parents emigrated to Mars when he was a child. He'd had some discipline problems recently, which suggest he might have been trying to prove that he was more Martian than Earther. And what better way to do that than to take out some Earthers?
They didn't have to say all that crap about Travis. Why didn't you tell me they were gonna say that?
Because I knew you'd react like.
Travis was a good soldier. He died for Mars and you all just threw him into the goddamn crusher.
We're going to need a statement from your government accepting responsibility.
You're not gonna get one.
Never hurts to ask.
All right then, so we're done.
One last thing. I'd like to speak to Sergeant Draper again. I have a few questions. We all came here in the hopes that we could begin to trust each other.
Get him, Christian.
And it would be regrettable to undo the progress we've made over something as trivial as this.
Get him.
I want to speak with Sergeant Draper. Now.
Christian don't play. She knows when something's up.
Was he a good soldier?
One of my best.
Do you really believe that after all that sacrifice and all his training, the training that made him, as you said, one of your best soldiers, do you believe after all that hard work that Travis would jeopardize the lives of his fellow soldiers by foolishly jumping the gun?
He was trying to kill the enemy. I didn't even know what it was. Nobody did. He wasn't wearing a vac suit.
Sergeant Draper has been through a severe traumatic event. She needs to rest.
Whoever the fuck you are, stand down and let her speak. Unless there is something you don't want her to say.
Get him, Christian.
Somnambulist, you are clear to dock.
After we land, local muscle will come on board. Take 10% of our cargo.
Your move. Now, are you gonna call the harbor master and get his clearance to leave or no?
All right, we have a deal.
We got company!
Get him, get him.
Jesus.
What happened? Oh man, they killed the dude.
They were gonna kill you. We had to do something.
You know, I'm in the cockpits, Rex. See if you get the flight controls back up.
Okay. Please.
Go! Or I'll call the harbor master, or the Martians, or whoever it takes to make you leave! Get off my ship! Go!
That was The Expanse Season 2, Episode 9. Man, this was an interesting little episode with Gunny and the council thing. It was mainly like, this episode was mainly around Gunny's little confession type thing to the council. she had to lie on Mars's behalf so they can cover their tracks, make it look like it was their fault. They want to be at peace with Earth and all that. But Christian knew exactly what the thing about Christian is very good at reading people. I've noticed. She knows when someone's lying. She knows when someone's not telling the truth. She knows how to get to the bottom of things, and that's what I like about Christian. That's why when it comes to like leaders or like political figures, Christian's at the top of my list. Beneath Christian is Anderson Dawes, and beneath Anderson Dawes is Fred Johnson. But yeah, Christian is very good at reading people from what I've gathered, and she basically got the information out of Gunny of what actually happened on Mars. Now she's gonna try and investigate the whole person without the vac suit that was on Ganymede, and she's gonna try and find out what really happened on there. Then we have this other guy, the inside man that's working for Christian. I didn't get his name. Like, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I kind of forgot his name at the moment. The guy that's with Colonel Janus on the, what's the ship's name? The Abergast. Can y'all just let me know what his name is? The gray-haired guy. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. I like him. I kind of like this guy. This guy knows what he's talking about, and he's been schooling Janus this whole trip through as they're heading towards Venus, and apparently there's signs of like intelligent life already on Venus or something like that. That's what I kind of gathered from that little message or video or something that they just showed. And yeah, I like his way of thinking. He's got like a sort of like comical way to him, and he's very smart as well. He's very intelligent about when he points facts out to certain people. And Janus is just not understanding that. He's getting on my nerves. He's trying to annoy me low key. But yeah, the other guy, I like him. He's got a thumbs up from me at the moment. Whether I can trust him if he ever comes across Holden or Fred Johnson well, I don't even trust Fred Johnson that much. I trust Anderson Dawes more than I trust Johnson. But yeah, if he joins like Holden or somebody and he tries to be inside man there, then I don't know if I can trust him among there, because he is working for Christian after all, and the UN, they got their own agendas at times. But at the moment, I like the guy. The guy is pretty good. And then yeah, find the whole finding May situation for Dr. Meng. It kind of reminds me of like the journey that happened for Miller when Miller started like doing investigations trying to find Julie at the time. This is kind of like a new saga of trying to find May with Dr. Meng. Basically, it reminds me of like the same journey that Miller went on, only there's a lot of differences to it. Like, he's not a investigating cop like Miller was, but he is trying to find out what happened to his daughter. I'm sure we'll find out in like the next episode or something, or the next few episodes, where May vanished to, where Dr. Strickland vanished to. Because if Strickland was on Ganymede and no one's found signs of that guy yet, like when they try to find his location, it said unknown on the computers. That means wherever Strickland's at, that's where May could be at. Because I do remember something like what's his name, Dr. Meng, when he was looking at the window at his daughter, like waving before the whole crash happened, she vanished. It was like a transition type thing, like she was never there. He thought he saw her there maybe, and she was just never there. But I think Strickland is probably still somewhere in Ganymede. If not, he's probably taking a ship off to somewhere else, and he's probably reporting to Jewel PML for all we know. Because like yeah, like I said, this is a whole nother investigative journey of what happened to May. We found out what happened to Julie in the previous season, and in the first half of the second season, and now we're gonna find out what happened to May. Hopefully this has a bit more of a happy ending for Dr. Meng, because my guy went through it. Poor dude just lost his like friend recently, and thought he lost his daughter. So hopefully he does get to find his daughter. I don't want another Julie situation with Meng, basically. Hopefully he does find his daughter, but like y'all said, sometimes when things get investigated, not all cases get solved, and I hope it's not, and I hope that's not the case. But that being said, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will be dropping episode 10 on Thursday or Friday, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hit that like button, and we are out. Bash Smash.